Hi there. Hello everyone. Let me tell you what is happening here on the channel. I've got some news. I've got an update. A year ago, I self-published this, The Friend from Budapest, 3 short stories, 1 poem. They had all been published. I printed 100 copies. I was quite optimistic in terms of how excited I thought people would be to receive one of these. But still, people enjoyed it. They were happy to have it. I mailed them out all across the world. I mailed these magazines to America, to Europe, and to New Zealand and Australia. This year, I've made some improvements. So this is The Friend from Budapest, Part 2. In this book, what we've got are some of the submissions that I gave to my university professors for my university degree. Some of it is rather witty, but a lot of it is really quite barbed. I wanted my university professors to know who I am. So that is the writing in here. I think there are 3 short stories and 2 poems. This one is actually longer than this one. I made some improvements, especially about the size. See, I was never happy with the size of this one. This one, so much nicer. Another improvement I made is that I didn't make 100 copies of this. I made 25 copies, and that is all. Why only 25, Grant? Well, because I've still got quite a lot of these in a box under the bed. How can you get one? The easiest way would be to say, Grant, I want to buy one of those. You send me an email, grantlovesbooks, all one word, lowercase, @gmail.com. You write to me, say, Grant, how much does it cost? $15. What, just for this? No, for the both of them. $15, well, 15 wherever you are. If you're in the United States, 15 American dollars. If you're in Canada, 15 Canadian dollars. If you're in Europe, 15 euro. If you're in England, 15 pounds. If you're in Hungary, don't you dare think that you're going to send me 15 Hungarian forint. I will send you egy lófasz a segedbe, all right? You can send me 15 euro just like everybody else. Wherever you are, it's 15 of the adjacent currency, thereabouts. You get the first one and you get number 2. The second, perhaps more fun and exciting and thrilling way to get one of these, plus one of these, is to sign up on my Patreon account. The link is down below. Grant Loves Books at Patreon. There's a link. Click on it, you go over there for $5 a month. 5 Canadian dollars, okay? Not a lot of money. Your name goes into this empty jar. It's not really empty. There's actually 2 names in there at the moment. You just can't see them. Your name goes into the jar, and when I do a book review, I'll draw out a name, and you will win these 2 plus the book that I'm reviewing that month. Yeah, Grant, but are you reviewing good books? Let me show you some of the books that are going to be reviewed in the next couple of months. A Walk on the Wild Side by Nelson Algren. The copy is nearly pristine, almost brand new condition. I will mail that to you. And look how thick that is. That's going to be expensive to mail. It's a bargain. After that, I believe the next one is going to be The Woman of the Dunes, another nice edition, very good condition. So you'd be lucky to get that. After that, I think we're going to be doing The Posthumous Memoirs of Bras Cubas, another almost excellent condition book. And somewhere down the line, there's also going to be this, The Human Comedy by Balzac, a big fat book that's going to be very expensive to mail. So please, $5 a month. It's going to take me a while to get the money to just cover the postage, mailing these big fat books that I love to read. So there's going to be some good stuff coming in the works. And you could win that if you support me on Patreon. Also on Patreon, I'm posting photos from my life. Every week I do a weekly blog talking about the books that I'm reading, how I feel about the books that I'm reading, the books that I'm considering reading next, and a lot of personal stuff. Perhaps a little bit too much personal stuff, but you know, maybe everybody likes to get a bit of gossip, and surely my weekly blog is filled with gossip, for better or for worse. So there's quite a lot of good stuff on Patreon. The reason I started the Patreon account, I will tell you this, I started it at the exact same time that I started the YouTube channel, and I have never once withdrawn the money. The money that people have donated every single month is still there in a fund, which I'm just letting grow and grow and grow because I'm not making this YouTube channel for the money, trust me. But it is nice to see that it is growing every single month. Maybe when my son Matthew is 16 years old, there will be enough to buy him a bicycle, a BMX. supporting me on Patreon, please. Like we don't have any kind of a lavish lifestyle here in New Westminster. It's actually like we can see the poverty line. The poverty line is, I think someone spray painted it right across our front door. That's what I wanted to tell you about. This new book, this old book, $15, I'll mail it to you. It's good writing. I think my writing is quite good. By the way, I would like to say a special thanks to Andrea, my friend in Budapest, who designed these beautiful covers. She's an art teacher in Budapest. I was writing a novel, and I was sure that it was going to be an overnight smash, breakout success. I'd be having lunch with Salman Rushdie. And so I asked her to make some cover designs for me to send to the publishing companies when I got finished writing the manuscript. And so she made me almost a dozen cover designs. Wonderful, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, Andrea. What else? What else did I want to tell you about? So the book lottery, lots of good stuff coming up there as well. So the next video won't be a lottery. It will be, I'm going to be doing a review of Ethan Frome by Edith Wharton. Let me know if you're interested in having this book. I think it's quite easy to find just about anywhere. So I don't know if you need me to mail this to you, but perhaps you live in a region of the earth where this book in English is hard to find. If you want to pay the $15 for the magazines, I'll throw this in as well. One of the other new things on the channel is I'm going to be starting a new series. I'm going to be reviewing short stories. So once a month, I'm going to read a short story from this enormous collection. There won't be any lottery, but I think that will be fun, just to make a change. Book reviews, book haul reviews, shelf reviews, and now short story reviews, because in all truthfulness, I can read a short story in one day, whereas it takes me usually a week to read a novel. So that will take a little bit of pressure off me for the YouTube channel, because the reading time and the editing time and the filming time is really just an enormous time consumption that I don't have with a 1.5-year-old at home. And I think that's all. I think that's the only thing I wanted to say to you today. New magazine, for sale, or book lottery. I hope you go for the book lottery, because I think that's kind of fun. You get the chance of winning one of these really wonderful books. I picked this up in a charity shop. I know, it's so completely goofy and tacky. And I'm going to read one to you. What do we got? Authors, titles, texts, and mythology. Authors, titles, texts, and mythology. I'm going to pull out the first one. Authorial anecdotes. Use the following anecdotes to identify each author below. Number 1. As a young cadet, this American writer was expelled from West Point for reporting to a march wearing nothing but white gloves. Who was that? I know who I think it was, because he wrote a similar scene in his first novel, but I don't think he did that in actuality. Number 2. This British writer showed his first novel, The White Peacock, well, come on, that's too easy, to his coal miner father. Well, if you didn't get it the first time, you should have got it that time. After struggling through half a page, the father asked, Scottish, "And what done they gie thee for that lad?" £50, father, the son answered. £50? Exclaimed, I think I went British there, exclaimed the dumbfounded father. £50? And that's never done a day's hard work in thy life. I got that. I don't know if you got that, but I got that one after the White Peacock. Number 3, when he was a young busboy in a Washington, D.C. hotel, this American poet left a packet of his poems next to the poet Valche Lindsay's plate. Lindsay helped him to launch the young man's career, and the busboy became the leading figure in the Harlem Renaissance. Poet, Harlem Renaissance. Yeah, well, I don't know it, but I'm guessing, and I think my guess is 70% accurate. Leading figure, poet, Harlem Renaissance. Who is that? Number 4, when a popular jazz-age American novelist remarked to another famous writer, "The rich are very different from you and me," the later replied, "Yes, they have more money." Name the 2 authors. I know one of them with absolute certainty, and I know the one that he's most often associated with, so one is 100% sure. The other one is, I'd go 70% sure. All right, did you get all those? Wow, number 1 is a surprise. Number 2, 100% sure. Number 3, yeah, certainly got that one. Number 4, yeah, I got that one too. Number 1, I wasn't even close to that. Leave your comments down below if you got all 4 of those. Yeah, that was kind of fun, wasn't it? I enjoyed that. I love stories about writer's life. Thank you very much for watching. That's my update. I hope you will be interested in the magazine, the stuff that's coming up, the things that are going on in the future. And please like and subscribe. Yeah, that's also important to keep the channel growing. I finished my university degree and I thought I'd try to inject some life into the channel because it's been a little bit, well, on the slow side recently. Maybe I'm reviewing books that people don't care about. Maybe I just need to inject a bit of enthusiasm. All right, take care. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. Today, not a book review. Today is going to be announcement and a little bit of an update. I guess you know that since you clicked on the video that said something about an update and an announcement. Here we go. Tell them what they already know, Grant. First rule of YouTube.